Welcome today to this special event for friends, supporters, donors, board members of Make-A-Wish Utah. I'm Jeanette Bennett. I'm excited to be your MC today. I'm a friend of Heather Kahlert's and was so excited to learn of this special news flash that we're going to celebrate today, and a big supporter and friend of Make-A-Wish. So I'm excited to be with you today. I'm a magazine publisher and community advocate and cheerleader for the state, which I know you are as well as Heather. So I'm excited to be here and to celebrate the Kahlert Foundation's incredible support, and to the rest of you for your support of Make-A-Wish Foundation as well. Now we have a full and exciting program here for you today. We're excited to have First Lady Abby Cox with us, and Brad and Megan Bonham, and others who will be sharing the stage with me today, and we'll be hearing from them. Now Make-A-Wish was started in 1985, so if you can rewind your mind to 1985, the #1 song was Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. Little Wham, so take yourself back there. And since 1985, Make-A-Wish has been granting so many wishes, thousands of wishes, 4,500 wishes to be exact, here at Make-A-Wish Utah. So many good things have happened. As you walked in, you probably saw those beautiful stars up above. They each represent a wish granted to one of the children here in Make-A-Wish Utah. Now this building itself, which is a gorgeous building, was built 21 years ago, so the history is rich with this organization. And we thank all of you who have helped to provide that foundation throughout the years for this building and for this organization, and especially for these amazing children. So we're going to start today with a message from our board chair of Make-A-Wish Utah, who's Judy Copier, and we're going to excuse Jeff Smith, who was on the program there today, but he has a family emergency. So Judy, welcome to the stage. Let's give her a round of applause as our board chair.
Hello, everyone. I am so honored to be here today, especially to welcome all of you to this very special event. In this room, we have current and past board members, we have volunteers, donors, staff, so many people that have helped bring this vision forward and help lift our brand for Make-A-Wish Utah. We're so grateful for all of them, for all of you that have participated, that have given your time, your energy, your donations, that have helped grow this incredible thing that we do for our children. This organization has been built and has just become a thriving place where we've been able to grant so many wishes, and it's such an essential role that takes, that role in the journey for children who receive a life-threatening medical diagnosis. So to have a little reprieve, obviously, is such a special thing for all of them. On behalf of the current Make-A-Wish board, I want to thank the generous individuals that have given their time, expertise, and resources to make all these wishes possible. Because of you, we can grant these wishes to a growing number of qualified children across the state of Utah. Just so you know, in 2023, we had a record-breaking 238 wishes that we granted last year. And the best news is that we're going to be granting even more this year. So that's even better. We're especially excited to celebrate Heather Kahlert and the Kahlert Foundation today, and the board of directors that are here from Maryland. So thank you all and welcome to Utah. Their significant donation of $2.5 million and willingness to name this revered space, this space here, will enhance our ability to reach every eligible child and invest in our future. So not just for today, but for tomorrow's to come as well. Right now, Make-A-Wish is receiving more requests and referrals than ever. As a matter of fact, we have 255 kids right now waiting for their wish. So important work to be done. Now we're going to take a second on the screen over here, and we want to celebrate Wish Kids and see wishes in action by this short video where you can see their smiling faces from the wishes that they've received.
That's such a powerful video showing real kids, real faces, real wishes. These are real things that those of you in this room are putting together and making happen for these amazing kids who face hard things, and we can make it a little brighter and easier by granting their wishes. Their wishes not only bless themselves, but their family and the entire community as they have something magical happen in their lives. Now I'm excited to introduce our next leader, who is also part of goodness, good things, helping, lifting, and it's First Lady Abby Cox. She is a Make-A-Wish Utah fan and supporter, and we so appreciate her being here today, and we're excited to hear from First Lady Abby Cox.
I was thrilled to be asked by my friend Heather to be here today. This is really powerful, and that video is so beautiful. And I'm also, wherever I go, whatever goodness is happening, my dear friend Jeanette Bennett is always there. So I appreciate being here with Jeanette always. I'm so happy to be here with you and to celebrate this amazing event. And this amazing organization. You know, Utahns have lent a hand in so many ways, and the most impactful is through our volunteerism and our philanthropic charities. I have to say, everywhere we go across the country, people always talk about Utah and our ability to get things done together, and our ability to come together and celebrate and communicate to the rest of the world that it matters, that each individual, each soul matters. And when we come together to lift up our communities, it's so powerful, and it's such a powerful example to the rest of the country. Utah was once named the national leader in formal volunteer service with over 990,000 Utahns volunteering through this organization like Make-A-Wish. I have to say, 990,000, I feel like we could get to 1 million. I think we can get there. We're so close. And of course, it takes volunteers, and it takes people like you willing to step up. There are so many people in this state and organizations and companies that say, not only do we want to, take care of our employees and make work a great place to be, but people are also stepping up, like you, to serve the communities in need. And I see it every single day. I see it in my organization, and I see it in this powerful organization as well. And people like the Kahlerts and the Kahlert Foundation are doing it in so many ways. It is powerful. Government can't do this alone, and nor should they. This builds up who we are. This is who we are as Utahns. We are the giving state. We are the state that gives back and connects with people and builds up our communities. One thing I see over and over again when I talk to people that are struggling, people that are in despair, it's the lack of community. They need a community around them. And Make-A-Wish and the Kahlert Foundation is creating communities around these families. They are feeling alone. They're feeling scared. They're feeling overwhelmed by the responsibility of taking care of a child that has this severe illness. And I know that firsthand. Make-A-Wish has been in our family, in my husband's family, for a very long time. He was born into a family, he's the oldest, and his brother and sister both have cystic fibrosis. When they were born, in the 80s, right as Make-A-Wish was being born as well, their life expectancy was 12 years old. They are both with us today, in their late 40s. And it's because, and at that time, they were part of Make-A-Wish, which is crazy that they were one of those first kids to get a wish. And I have to say, it's so timely, I couldn't believe it. I was literally driving down here, and I got a message, video on our family group chat of our nephew, who is literally right at this moment in Hawaii with Make-A-Wish, because of Make-A-Wish, swimming with sharks. Right now, I just got the video. So what you're doing matters. He had a kidney disease and it came on quickly and he was failing and it was really scary. Emergency room, emergency services. I mean, literally we were minutes away from losing him. And his mom, Spencer's sister, came together and gave hers to her son and saved his life. And Make-A-Wish is there to give them love and support and connection. And I think what it says about our state is it says, we care for the most vulnerable. We want you to know you are seen. We show up for you. And so I am so proud of this organization and for the Kahlert Foundation for what they've been able to do. I hope going forward we continue. I hope every one of those wishes that are waiting for next year get granted, and we're here to support it. Thank you so much.
Before we have Abby sit down, we have a little video message for her to see from Boston.
Hi, I'm Abby and Make-A-Wish friends. I wish I could be there with you guys right now, but I'm on my wish trip in Hawaii. My favorite thing so far has been the surf lessons, and I'm really looking forward to diving with sharks. Thank you. Bye.
Looks like Boston is having a great time, and how perfect that happened today. Such a great kid. And Abby, thank you for living your motto of show up Utah. Thank you, and I appreciate and love your friendship with Heather as well. I'm excited to announce our next couple of speakers. This is a powerhouse couple that supports Make-A-Wish and basically we can chair the cheer squad of Utah because I know that both of you are also on that cheer squad. Brad and Megan Bonham have been involved with Make-A-Wish for more than 15 years. They've been volunteers, donors, and consummate advocates. I also see them supporting it on their social media, and I love that. They are true supporters. They've also been leaders for Make-A-Wish Utah. Brad was the board chair from 2016 to 2018, and Megan is currently on the Make-A-Wish Utah board, and she serves on the executive committee. The Bonhams created and continue to help build Make-A-Wish Utah's endowment, which is their first ever endowment, and that means that we can grant wishes into perpetuity. We can continue doing this magical work. It's an incredible act of generosity. Thank you. If there's a way to grant wishes, the Bonhams figure out how to do it. They're both entrepreneurial, which is probably where they get that can-do attitude. Brad is the founder and retired CEO of Walker Edison, and he now advises Governor Cox as the state's entrepreneur in residence, and I love that title, and I know you do too. And Megan is the founder and CEO of the Immaculate 20 and Creek, which is Utah's premier venue for life's special moments. And if you've been to an event there or seen photos, you know it is top-notch, and that is the way the Bonhams do things. So let's welcome to the stage Brad and Megan Bonham.
Hello, we are so grateful to be with all of you here today on this incredible occasion in support of Heather and the Kahlert Foundation. My name is Megan and this is Brad Bonham, and as was said, we are longtime supporters and advocates for Make-A-Wish. I am going to do my best to not weep through this, and it's just my nature, so if he's already shaking his head, I know. I was introduced to this organization as a teenager. I babysat for this adorable little boy named Brendan Thompson, and as a small toddler, he got cancer. The Thompson family are dear friends of mine, and I watched as they struggled through this painful diagnosis. They were referred to Make-A-Wish, and Brendan chose to meet his idol, legendary baseball player Barry Bonds. I saw firsthand how this wish provided a sense of hope for him and his family. Brendan's wish ignited a fire within me as a young person. Witnessing the joy and hope that Make-A-Wish brought to Brendan's life moved me in ways I could have never imagined. When we got married, Brad and I decided to become wish granters, and little did we know that through this journey we would meet extraordinary children and their families who would forever change our lives. We met Christian, a young teenager with zero confidence, going through chemotherapy and other treatments for his cancer. The chemotherapy wore his teeth away to nearly nothing. So when we met Christian, he wouldn't smile, he wouldn't open his mouth, he used his lips to cover what was left of his teeth. His wish was to have a new smile. Just the thought of this coming true for him made the world of difference. We saw his confidence transform through the process. The day he got his smile is one we will never forget. He was beaming from ear to ear. He got a mini shopping spree with it, and he was a completely new teenager. He was even flirting with the retail staff as he was he just was a new kid. Another impactful wish for us was Tyler Robinson, another teenage boy. We met Tyler and his family and bonded with them instantly. Tyler told us he didn't need anything for his wish. He had everything he wanted and needed already, and he couldn't think of anything that he wanted. So we urged him to think outside of the box and do something that he wouldn't normally be able to do without an experience like this. He decided on his own that he wanted to get his best buddy, Chad, a gift. So we went to Simply Mac, and he convinced Chad to tell him all the tips for the best computer to get, and turned around and handed this computer to Chad and said, "This is for you. Thank you for everything you've done for me and all the support you've shown me through this hard time." There was not a dry eye in the room. With the remainder of his shopping spree money, he used it to buy necessities for refugees in need. He took his wish and used it for others, which was so touching for us to witness. Through these experiences and many others, we have seen firsthand the immense impact that Make-A-Wish has on their lives. It goes far beyond the fulfillment of a dream. It brings hope, strength, and joy during some of the most challenging times. We believe wholeheartedly in this mission, in the power of wishes, and in the ability of every individual to make a positive impact. Heather and Kahlert Foundation are making a positive impact, not just for Make-A-Wish, but all across the state and beyond. Their investment into Make-A-Wish Utah ensures that more kids are able to receive a wish and have hope when it's needed most. Thank you for having us today. We have been so inspired and so touched by your generosity, and are so grateful to call you a friend.
The process by which you get to stand up here and talk is typically, especially when people know me, they hand me a section of notes and they say, "Just follow these." And they know that because I always go off script, and so I'd like to go off script for just a minute. Given that we have the Kahlert board here today, I want to provide a brief report on Heather Kahlert. Heather is a dear friend of Megan and I's. Heather and I have served on several boards together. We currently serve on boards together, and I'm not just talking philanthropic boards. We are on the Governor's Office of Economic Opportunity Board. We help promote economic interests throughout the state. Here's what I've learned of Heather. She is thoughtful. She is decisive. She understands what impact really means. There are no shortage, there's not a shortage of places that the Kahlerts could put their hard-earned money. And she is the steward over those funds, and she treats them as though they are sacred. She has been an inspiration to Megan and I over the years, and we are thankful to call her our friend. There's the off-script part, okay? So, Heather, you rock. Keep doing you. I'm not sure there's a more impactful philanthropist in our state. I also want to point out, we sit in this building right here, and very few Make-A-Wish chapters in the country have a building like this. And I had been on the board for 6 years, and I had been the board chair for a couple of those years, and obviously Megan and I have been involved with Make-A-Wish for many years, but I had never met Claire and Katie, Ellis and Katie Ivory until today. Ellis and Katie donated and built this building, and I would like to give them a round of applause. They're sitting right here in the back. If you don't mind waving. Ellis and Katie, I have spent many, many days here in this building, and I have watched the joy that this building brings to children and families that are going through terrible life-threatening illnesses in our community. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. This has given, and it will continue to give as this jewel in the community. I have a number of experiences that I've had with Make-A-Wish. Megan talked about our Tyler Robinson experience. That was transformative. When I was on the board, there was one that really stood out. Sometimes as a board, we don't know what we don't know. And hey, I think things are going well. We track KPIs. Are we getting wishes done? We had a call come in for a little girl named Esmeralda. Esmeralda was homeless, and she was going through stage 4 cancer treatments. They lived in a motel that was provided by the community. They had no money. They were homeless. And let's see if I can get through this one, Daniel. Esmeralda's wish was that she didn't die in the motel room. So, Make-A-Wish, as they do, whipped together the whole team. We got a house rented. I think it needed new carpet. Is that right, Daniel? And so, I mean, look, Megan renovates houses sometimes and flips and that kind of stuff. It's hard to get carpet people in quickly. Yet when Make-A-Wish calls, they jump. And I think it was 48 hours later we had this home done, and Esmeralda passed away in the motel room. Gifts like the Kahlerts and Heather are giving to Make-A-Wish today put us in a position so that there are no more Esmeralda situations. We get to kids early in the cycle as they battle these terrible illnesses. The data has shown repeatedly that if you put a wish in front of a child that is dying from one of these illnesses or their life is threatened, their health outcome is decidedly improved. So take away all the, hey, it's great to meet Barry Bonds and everything else. You are literally saving lives with your gift. And I want you to know that we are very grateful to you and to the rest of the Kahlert board. We say thank you, and we are honored to be here with you today. So thank you.
I think off-script Brad is pretty darn good, don't you think? Thank you for those stories, for inspiring us, and also for the information about the people in the room and your experiences with them. This is a fantastic organization that brings together people with big hearts, as you can see. So thank you for all you do for the community and for Make-A-Wish in particular. Now we're going to hear from our CEO of Make-A-Wish Utah. We're going to hear from Daniel Dudley, who has worked here in several roles since 2012. Doing many things, and as I watched the preparation today, everybody here does many things, which is how it is in a nonprofit, and it's been fun to work with them and to prepare for today. Daniel has been working with Heather since 2014 and collaborating on various initiatives and projects and ideas, and today's a culmination of a lot of those. So please welcome to the stage, Daniel Dudley.
It's good to be among friends and fellow weepers. I'll be joining you soon. Anytime you touch Make-A-Wish, you realize very quickly that this is a one-of-a-kind, special place. Because of the mission, because of the children, because of their parents. We're championing them every minute of every day. But also because of the people who've made wishes a reality. This is a true grassroots organization. Recently, I was at a conference with 50 other nonprofits, and the speaker asked to raise your hand if your nonprofit was solely funded by private donations, no tax-based revenue and no operating revenue. I was the only person to raise my hand in that room. And that's not a political statement from me. What it is, it's a tribute to you. Make-A-Wish exists because of the individuals in this room, and I appreciate it as Heather and I and Chelsea from her team planned this event, that we finalized that we wanted this to be a celebration of our history. And I see so many faces that have given sweat, time, treasure, and talent to ensure that we are a thriving organization. We can't go through this day without recognizing a couple other groups and a specific individual. One group is our staff, who is standing in the back. I can tell you that they're great, and that's true. I'm not hyperbolizing, but here's some data to show it. Over the last 3 years, amongst 58 Make-A-Wish chapters across the country, this staff, year after year, has granted the most wishes per full-time employee and raised the most funds per development staff member. That is efficiency. That's using the donor dollar, and that's working with passion and intelligence and combining the two. It is an honor to work with this team. Second, we've granted a little over 4,500 wishes, as was noted earlier. About 40% of those wishes have been granted in the last 10 years. And a few things have happened in that time frame. We were introduced to Heather Kahlert and the Kahlert Foundation, the Bonhams, so many other individuals that are in this room. We're truly, we could just ask each one of you to stand up and take a bow. Another big piece of that is Jared Perry, a mentor to many of us, who took over an organization which at that time had much improvement to make, and through grit, integrity, and bold ideas, turned around Make-A-Wish and brought on many people who remain on the staff today. So he's not here today, but if you get a chance to text him and say, I hope your ears were burning while we talked mostly good about you, then please do so. Wishes are powerful for all the reasons that everybody has mentioned. And thank you so much to our speakers. Thank you, First Lady Abby Cox, for joining us. The Bonhams, you know how much you mean to us and to me personally. But I've also been thinking lately, because of a specific end-of-life wish that we had to grant recently, that wishes bring us all together and inspire us because they help us maximize the most precious and fleeting resource we have, and that is time. And how important time is when your son or your daughter, your niece or your nephew or your grandchild have been diagnosed with a life-threatening medical condition. How many in this room have been to Disneyland or Disney World? Everybody? It's the most magical place on earth. This is sacrilegious in the Make-A-Wish world, but I have long been a Disney skeptic. I guess I didn't completely understand why we spend so much money to go wait in lines. And especially if you're not going there with Make-A-Wish, where you go to the front of every line. And I have 3 kids, and for the first time we took them to Disneyland recently. And by 10 a.m., all of them had told me that it was the best day of their life. And they didn't need to tell me that. I saw it. And by noon, the skeptic had turned into a Disney dad. And I realized I was having the best day of my life. And I spent much of the day thinking about Wish kids. Around 50% of them wish to go to a Disney property. And then I thought about their parents. And I compared the immense gratitude and the memories that I was making that were formative to my family, and compared that to little kids like 3-year-old Cashton, who just went to Disneyland in a rush situation. Our incredible programs team within 48 hours sent him there, as he had a few weeks left to live. And I thought, if that were me, if I were the parent in that situation, I would feel so much gratitude for someone else enabling the most important thing in my life right now, time with my kids. And so to you, Heather, to you, the Kahlert Foundation, on behalf of Cashton and the many like him, thank you. 10 years ago, Heather came in for a tour, and it was apparent that the mission resonated with her immediately, because she too is an adoring parent. If you spend a few minutes with Heather, she'll probably bring up her children, her 3 kids. She shared during that tour that one of her kids was born and had serious medical issues. And she could empathize with the heart-wrenching days, nights, sleepless nights that occur when you're caring for a sick child. What was born from that meeting was an initial investment at Make-A-Wish at an incredibly pivotal time from her and Greg, who also took the time to fly to Salt Lake and tour our facility. And as I mentioned, during those days, we were granting 100 to 150 wishes per year. And now we're granting 230 to 250 wishes per year. And now the question that we get to answer as a staff and what we will work intensely for is in 5 to 10 years from now, how many wishes will we be granting? A lot more than 230 and 250. And it will be because of this investment, which will be a launching point and a springboard for us to continue to grow. And we are excited to use this as just that. We haven't reached our final destination. We have more to do. But there's no way to adequately thank the Kahlert Foundation for your longtime support, which now totals over $4 million to Make-A-Wish Utah. So we've enlisted some help to thank you, Heather, and the board. We asked the co-founder of Make-A-Wish, Linda Pauling, to record a message for you. Her son, Chris Gracious, received a wish to be a police officer in 1980. Linda made that wish a reality and continued to grant wishes. And she spurred Make-A-Wish and built it to what it is today. Watch the screen.
And the Kahlert Foundation. My name is Linda Pauling, one of the co-founders of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. 43 years ago, my son Chris received the first wish to be a police officer, sparking a movement to bring hope and joy through wishes to children battling critical illnesses all over the world. I know firsthand that wishes change lives, not just for the child, but for the family and the entire community. Wishes don't just happen. They are possible because of the generosity and passion of incredible people like you. When I learn of people who give of their resources to grant hope-filled wishes, it warms my heart because I know how great of an impact you are making. And when I hear about acts of generosity like your $2.5 million, your gift to the Utah chapter, my whole soul bursts with joy as I envision thousands of children whose challenges will be lightened because of you. I thank you personally for naming a wishing place and making an incredible investment in our vision to grant the wish of every eligible child. You have been an incredible part of Make-A-Wish Utah, history, and a permanent part of our future. I thank you personally.
So to echo Linda, thank you from us, Heather, and thank you to everyone in this room. And to quote a medical practitioner, a doctor who refers his patients to Make-A-Wish, our favorite wish is the next one, and the one after that, and the one after that, and the one after that.
Thank you, Daniel, for your exceptional leadership and your heart and your brain and your whole soul that you give to this organization. It's another reason we all love this organization is because of you. Thank you for bringing us together. I too met Heather probably around the same time as you met Daniel. I'm a founder of a few magazines, and one of them is Utah Valley Magazine, and we do this article called Fab 40 where we pick the 40 most fabulous people in the community. It's a takeoff of People's 50 Most Beautiful, but we are not that shallow. We go for fabulous. And I heard about Heather Kahlert, someone who is fairly new to the community, and someone said, you have got to meet her. Her impact is going to be enormous. And I'm like, well, I need to meet her, and I want to feature her. And so she came into our office, and we included her in our magazine, and that was the start of a friendship and respect and admiration for Heather, for what she brings to our state and our community, for her as a mother and as a friend. She is an accomplished woman who sits on many boards, like Brad mentioned. She sits on several with Brad, including Governor's Office of Economic Opportunity. She's also on University of Utah's National Advisory Council, has been on Make-A-Wish Utah's board since 2018. Basically, every nonprofit in the state wants her attention and wants her on their board. And all of that has led to many recognitions, including the Kahlert Foundation being selected as the Foundation of the Year in 2022. Now, if she wasn't busy enough, she recently completed her EMBA from the University of Utah. Go Utes, go Heather especially. It's amazing. And also dedicated mother to 3 kids. Please join me in welcoming the woman we all respect and admire and are here to celebrate today, Heather Kahlert.
Hey, hopefully I can get through this. I got some tissues, so thank you everyone who's spoken and who is here today. We at the Kahlert Foundation are so honored to celebrate Make-A-Wish Utah's mission and impact and be a part of this momentous occasion. Our foundation was founded in 1991 by my grandfather, William Kahlert, and today my father, Greg Kahlert, serves as the foundation president and my personal mentor. My heart is so full that we have my dad, Greg, and my mom, Roberta, here with us, as well as my 3 children, as well as our board of directors and our staff. Will you guys please stand and be recognized? This event and Make-A-Wish is so important to us that we made sure that we were here for it. Most of them flew in from Maryland. And so our team here is lean, it's just me and Chelsea, and so we are so thrilled to be a part of this as a full board. So our foundation's focus is really broad in our communities. It's to improve well-being in healthcare, education, youth programs, veteran organizations, and human services. So when I first started working in the state in about 2014, 2015, my first 2 calls were to Make-A-Wish and to Primary Children's. And we've just created a beautiful relationship with them. And we came, we toured, we have pictures of my daughter Vera when she was this tall holding onto Daniel's leg here and outside in the gardens. And so it was such a special thing, and we have had the best relationship and the most incredible opportunities to help the children in our communities. I have a passion for many causes, and we work with lots of charity partners, and we collaborate across the state. But anyone who knows me knows that I have a super soft spot in my heart for organizations that help children. So when you walk around today, please take a moment and read some of the stories that are displayed and are on the walls, and talk to the Wish children who are here, because it's just such a testament. It's my favorite thing to do. So this building is so inspiring, it's distinct, it's unique. As Brad said, it's one of the only ones in the country that really houses a building, and it's essential for providing hope to children with critical illness, and it's a place that truly brings hope. The Kahlert Foundation was honored to receive the invitation to name this inspired building. We're so humbled and excited to invest in ensuring a wishing place remains a place of hope for all Utah kids. On top of mind, there's a quote. It's an old African proverb, and it says, "If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together." And I would be remiss not to use this opportunity to stand up here and take this time to issue a call to action with knowing the growing need for more wishes for these children. The Kahlert Foundation's support aims to inspire more giving and growth, and the need is great. There are many children who are still waiting
Every gift is an encouragement to support through giving to the endowment, participating in the naming campaign, or leaving a legacy gift, or your time, your talent. All of those things make this community what it is. Please join us, myself, my family, and our foundation in supporting these children and the future of Utah. Thank you.
Beautiful moment to witness. Thank you, Heather, for your words and for your support, and for the board for being here from the Kahlert Foundation and your beautiful children. We're excited now for this next part of this moment to hear from the kids who have received their wishes. So if you're one of the wish kids, if you will gather back where we practiced, we're going to hear from you about your wishes. Now, Melissa, do you want to tell us what your wish was?
I wish to have a masquerade ball.
A masquerade ball. Isn't this awesome? Such a cute poster. And what do you remember about the ball?
There were a lot of people. We drove up in a limo, and it was at the state capitol.
Do you remember how many people were there for your big event?
4,000.
4,000. Heather was there. That is awesome. That is awesome. What's the moment that stands out the most to you from that event?
Learning the Vietnamese waltz.
Well, congratulations. Thank you, Melissa. Representing the year 2016 is Graceland, and you made the wish that it sounds like 40% of children make, which was to go to Walt Disney World. So what do you remember about that trip, and what was your favorite part?
I remember going to give kids the world, and that was probably my favorite part about it, getting to stay there.
It's really cool. Tell us a little bit, what does that mean to give the kids the world?
It means to give kids.
It's a resort. It's a resort only wish kids can stay at.
All right, so only wish kids can stay there. Oh, that's super special. That's awesome. Do you remember anything? What else stands out to you from that trip?
My favorite ride there was the Little Mermaid ride because at the time I was very into mermaids.
Thank you. We have another mermaid story coming up soon. All right. Well, come on up. Representing 2017. So your wish was to go to Brazil to see your grandpa for the first time. Can you imagine that? Hadn't met his grandpa, wanted to go there to meet him. So what was that like to meet your grandpa for the first time? And how old were you?
I believe I went when I was 10, but while I was there, it was actually my birthday, so I turned 11 while there, and he was amazing. He was so much fun.
Awesome. And do you remember, what else do you remember from that trip?
Well, after spending some time at his house, we went over to the beach, which was really cool. The beach there is amazing.
What a cool wish to meet your grandpa. Congratulations. Well done. What a great picture. Thank you. All right, so David looks a little different from his poster here. He's grown a foot or two, as you might say. So your wish was to meet the Seahawks? Okay, so tell us how you came upon that wish. Why did you choose that?
So while I was in treatment for bone cancer, I found a fascination for football, decided I needed to pick a team, and the Seahawks were the first pick. So throughout my treatment, I'm like, you know what, I really want to meet these guys, and that's what brought upon my wish.
That's cool. So which players were the most fun to interact with?
Definitely Russell Wilson, the quarterback at the time, and then Richard Sherman, he was there too.
Are you still a fan?
Absolutely.
Good work, good work. Thank you. We have Elijah, who got his wish in 2019. And will you tell them what your wish was?
To be a firefighter.
To be a firefighter. So how was that wish granted? What do you remember about it?
So they picked my family up at our house, and we drove to a fire fire building and a limo.
That is so cool. Did you get to fight any fires?
Yes.
Did you save buildings and cats and children?
No.
Was it kind of scary or was it fun?
It was fun.
Do you still want to be a firefighter someday?
Yes.
Let's hear it for our future firefighter. Thanks, Elijah. So Jenna, will you tell us about your wish? What did you wish?
I wished for a Sweet 16 party.
And tell us about the party. How many people came and where was it?
About 1,000 people came, and it was at the Ogden Union Station.
It's amazing. These kids have a lot of friends. 1,000 people came to your party. That's amazing. What are some memories that stand out from that day?
I was able to invite all my closest friends, and we were able to stay the night in a hotel room, and they all got to pick out dresses, and I got to see a lot of people that I didn't get to see that year due to being in the hospital, so that was probably my favorite part.
What an amazing party for you and your friends. Thank you for sharing that with us. Congratulations. Thank you, Jenny. Okay. Boston got his wish in 2021. Yeah, good idea. Step up on that stair. Good job. So what did you wish for?
A hot tub.
Hot tub. And why did you choose a hot tub? Because it's hot and fun to sit in? Cool. Who do you like to sit in the hot tub with?
My dad.
And what do you guys talk about when you're in the hot tub?
Mainly anything.
Just anything. That's cool. Do you like to sit in it in the winter or the summer more?
Winter.
Good call. What a good choice for a wish. Well done. I hope you have fun. Go sit in it tonight. Awesome. David, can you step up on the stair, get a little taller? Will you tell them what your wish was?
My wish was to see real mermaids.
See a real mermaid? And did you get to see a real mermaid? And what were they like?
They were like so cool, and I got to meet Ariel, and it was so fun because I got to have 2 mermaid tail swimming suits, and I just loved doing it, and I had a floaty because I haven't learned to swim yet.
That is awesome. And you're wearing the perfect outfit today. You are still a mermaid. That is awesome. Thank you, Ember. You're the first mermaid I've ever met. Okay, next is Cash. And Cash, I love that your poster shows about your wish, because you wish to have a theater room, is that right? And what led you to choose that wish?
Because I like sports, and I want to be able to watch my favorite teams.
Okay, and are you a Seahawks fan?
I'm a 49ers fan.
Sorry about the Super Bowl. That was probably rough, but at least you were in a really cool room. Yeah. Who do you like to hang out in the theater room with?
My family, my friends, and sometimes just myself.
Do you have a favorite movie?
I like sports movies and stuff like that. I don't really have a favorite movie.
Sports movies are the best. They always have a good ending. Awesome. Well, go home and enjoy that wish. That's so great. Thanks for sharing that with us. Our 2023 wish recipient. And in 2024, which is only 2 months in, we've granted a wish for Beckham. And Beckham's wish was to go to Aulani Resort, a Disney resort in Hawaii. And tell us a little bit about that trip and that wish.
It was magical. Sorry, Beckham is nonverbal, so as usual, we'll try and do our best to be his voice. But it was phenomenal. I was telling Hillary, we keep having dreams about it. It was so precious. It was so neat to have Beckham just in his element and just so happy. We were so grateful.
What were some of the things Beckham enjoyed doing while you were there?
I would say his favorite. I don't know if you've seen this picture. Mickey Mouse. He was just bright-eyed and thrilled, and I think anything, we call him our little fish, he just loves the water, and that's majority of what Alani was. So just being on the beach in the splash pad, falling asleep on the lazy river, he was just living his best life. Wonderful.
That is so awesome. And his smile in this photo says it all. That's beautiful. That is so awesome, Beckham. Congratulations on having a good wish and getting it granted. Sweet. Thank you, Beckham. And thank you, Mom. I think it's fitting that these children are going to be the ones that lead us outside to the unveiling of the new name and the new sign here of this building. So if you'll stand up and follow these beautiful Make-A-Wish kids out to the front of the building. We'll see you out there.
We're excited to come to the moment that we've all been waiting for. Call your family, we'll count to 3, and on 3, will you please pull down the sign to unveil the new name of this special place. Wish kids, you see me? Will you help me count to 3? Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. We warned the Murray police that those are not gunshots. All right, thank you for joining us today. Please come back inside and eat food. We have so much food in the event room. Continue to mingle. And for anyone who hasn't been here for a while or has not been here before, we invite you to stick around and take a tour. We'll start a tour in the lobby in about 10 minutes. Here with Summer Airman, our Director of Development. We'd love to show you our new Stevenette Family Imagination Station and the wishing room where children submit their wish. Thank you again for coming. What a wonderful day to celebrate Make-A-Wish.
We'll just have that for the personal album. No one will see it. It will never be posted. Except for the video. I know. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got it.
When wish children are referred, that's when the magic begins. Sometimes they might be in their hospital room and their doctor or nurse or social worker tells them about this special place called Make-A-Wish and invites them to start thinking about 4 different questions. If you could go anywhere, where would you go? If you could be anything, what would you be? If you could have anything, what would you have?
You guys can come up.
The mermaid's here. Come
yeah,
on.
the mermaid. Come on. Here, she's just collecting them.
Jacket
That
too?
was perfect timing. Because one of the other questions is if you could be anything, what would you be? And in this case, the answer was to be a mermaid. Will you show us how you submitted your wish to the Wishing Wizard? Can I give that to you? If only someone had a key around here that we could learn.
Oh, yeah.
We'll follow you to the top of the tower.
Oh, yeah, she knows what's up. Do you want me to help you? Did you get it?
Good.
Okay, come on. So we can all come in there? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be able to fit.
Is he behind here? Where did he go?
Oh no, it's we're good. Come on, shine. All right, so before you submit the capsule, we'll share with everyone what every family does. Every family has every person in the family has a card, and on that card they write a note to the wish kid and share what their wish is for the child. And that moment creates a very emotional conversation for the family. And kids can keep their keys forever, and usually when they come back to Make-A-Wish, they come with key in hand because they want to revisit the experience that they had with their family in this room. Okay, are you ready to show everyone what to do with the capsule? There's going to be some lights that appear on the floor. You have to follow them around the room to submit the wish to the wishing wizard.
Do you want me to go with you? Okay.
Okay, you're going the right way. Keep going this way. Hang the capsule into the cone to your left.
Okay.
Now remove the cone so you're holding it with both hands.
Do you want me to hold your key?
Well, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, now come around to the front side of the room so you make a full circle.
Good job.
So come to the base right here and place the cone. Turn it upside down. Okay. And that's how you submitted your first wish to be a mermaid, and the wizard made it come true.
Isn't that awesome? Yeah.
A few years ago,
She doesn't. She said she was enjoying it. You could put it in your pocket, in your sweater.
Well, I already have it.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, can I keep it then? So we'll each have that? Okay, cool.
like I said, kids keep their keys. A couple of years ago, a 16-year-old came to Make-A-Wish and just showed up, and we asked him how it was going, and he said that when he was 6 years old, he received a playhouse as a wish. And he had his key with him, and he asked if he could come visit the wishing room. He was with his dad. And so we came up here to the wish room. I entered the room with him, and immediately he became really emotional. So I left the room. They stayed in here. They stayed in here for about 15 minutes, and when they emerged, his dad pulled me aside and told me that his cancer had returned, and that he had made a wooden box to house his key as a Cub Scout, and kept it under his bed all these years. And they were about to go to treatment at the Children's Hospital, and the 16-year-old said, "Make-A-Wish helped me beat cancer last time. Let's go there again." And they came back to visit the room. So keep that key forever, okay? And come back and visit us again.
Great day.
Thank you. Thanks.
This is how old you were. Do you want to get a picture of?
You know what? Let's do you and the wish kid. Is that okay?
Okay, yeah.
Stand on either side of the cone.
Can you smile real big?
Great.
Okay. Good job.
Today.
Okay, let's go. All right. Picture. We're doing just family? What are we doing?
Let's see.
Come on, Doug. You've been summoned.
Doug doesn't want to get in. Chelsea.
Doug wants to get in. Come on, Doug.
Do we have Chelsea? Is there enough room?
Yeah.
Wait, do we need to shuffle?
We're getting here. Here we go.
Yeah, shuffle.
Perfect.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Alrighty, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Being
All right. Alrighty. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's
Sweet.
a keeper. All right.
All right, go.
Yay.